A silent danger could be growing in your home. We're talking about black mold. The CDC says it can cause respiratory problems, fever, and other serious symptoms. Right now, it's causing a nightmare for 3 Bartlett families. Fox 13's Lynn Ann Wynn has been looking into this story for us. She's talked to all 3 of the families, and Lynn Ann reports tonight it's serious enough that it has to be removed. Good evening, Lynn Ann.
Hi, I'm Merle. Well, dangerous levels of black mold were found in at least 3 units here at the Quail Ridge Highlands apartment complex. Now, the situation is so bad that Bartlett Code Enforcement actually deemed all 3 units unlivable. Tonight, all 3 families have left, but there are still residents living in the same building nearby those units.
It is growing up my daughter's windows, the window sill. We have found it, and we have a 20-month-old son. It was growing in his closet and along his windowsill.
Jessie Seidel tells me she's lived at the Quail Ridge Highlands apartments for 2 years. But it wasn't until this year she said the issue started getting really bad.
My son has constantly had an upper respiratory infection. We've not been able to keep him well. He's been hospitalized for RSV, which can be a side effect from the mold.
Seidel's family is not alone. We spoke to 2 other families by phone who say they and their children have had serious health issues too.
2 of them's children have been diagnosed with asthma, and there's no asthma in the family. Pediatricians are telling us to get our kids out of these environments.
The residents we spoke to and property managers disagree on when management was notified of the problem. We contacted the corporate office, who said they weren't notified until recently and weren't allowed inside the apartments to check it out. Residents told us management knew about the problem for months and didn't fix it, so they hired their own mold company to do a test. This is what came back.
There is substance alongside the windows. What we know, we've tested it in several of the apartments, 3 of them, and it came back positive for penicillin aspergillus and stachybotrys, more commonly known as black mold.
Bartlett Code Enforcement stepped in, declaring all 3 units unlivable. Reps from the complex's corporate office tell us they hired a mold remediation company to help with the affected units and to see if there's a bigger problem. But these families have this warning for others about this silent danger.
I want them to know what the health risks can be. I want them to also know that just because your apartment manager tells you that it's mildew growing in your walls, you might want to second guess it, because ours is not just mildew, it's mold.
Now, 2 of those families we spoke to got this court notice from the management company for refusing to pay rent on those moldy apartments. And we also got a statement from the corporate office, which reads in part, as the management company of Quail Ridge Highlands, we aim for the highest of standards in multifamily living. Our residents are of the utmost importance. We are addressing the concerns of our residents and working hand in hand with Bartlett Code Enforcement on this matter. Now, we did talk to those families, and they do plan to attend those court dates, which are on the docket for tomorrow, and we will update you if anything comes of that. For now, we are live in Bartlett. Lynn Ann Wynn, Fox 13 News.
Okay, good deal. Thanks, Lynn Ann.